Hey everyone, today is Saturday, June 19th. Ideal amount of bananas for the yard. And yes, it's not really bananas. It's 0050. Sulfate of potash. And I'm supposed to be putting down a pound. 4 pounds at the end of the year. So you do more than that and it just kind of sloughs through the soil and you don't get the advantage of it. So it's 0050, which is potassium. They're fairly big pearls. Prills. I call it pearls every time. Prills. They're fairly big. And I just spilled a bunch. So I know I got about 25-ish pounds in the hopper. So in the manure spreader here. So we're gonna go do the side hill right away. What I'll do is I'll follow a light stripe up, probably starting over there, and then I'll come back down a light stripe, then I'll go back up a light stripe, come down that stripe. So it'll be every other should be, because this is just double with the push mower. That was with the rider. I could basically probably do every stripe, but since it's pushed to be Can I say I put 3 pounds down there? I can honestly say I don't have a clue. If I wanted to do it the right way, which, I'm not a huge fan of that, I'd have measured out 3 pounds, used the spreader, see what I had left, and then that would have told me exactly what I had down. But I didn't do that. So some surveyor, I'm not sure who, probably the county, has come and put that in. So there's a big galvanized spike in there. There's another one up on the road there, and they have one in the yard there. So I'm going to set this here. And I'm going to do this whole side hill here right away, get this done. So I don't know. Am I putting down the right amount? I don't know. I don't know what I put in there. I'm guessing it was about 25 pounds, but I could tell from my Armstrong scale. So that was purely Armstrong scale. Could be wrong. Again, grass loves sun. So if you are struggling, if you put in a new lawn and it looked great for the first year or two, and then all of a sudden you're struggling, check to see what you got for sun issues. If you're more than 50% looking like this area here, that's going to be your problem. You're not getting enough sun. Lawn needs sun. Needs sun. So I follow the light stripe out, but then I skip a stripe, which would be the light stripe looking from that way. So I actually follow the dark stripe back. So light stripe that way, dark stripe back. And not dark stripe from looking this way. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. That would tell me we went a little heavy, because we should only use 9, and there should be almost half of what was in there. So, but there isn't. That's what's left. Probably about 3 pounds. So that would mean we put 22 pounds down on 9,000 square feet. Yikes. It's a little over 2 pounds square foot. Pushing 2.5. I'm gonna have to change that setting, and I'm gonna continue on here. With having 9,000 square feet done out of my 54, at least 45,000 square feet. One more bag of bananas should be perfect. We'll see. I did just adjust. Again, it's just really hard to get it right with these prills being so big. You get it any lower than basically an 11 and they start to not want to fall out. So I probably could pick up my walking pace a little. Probably not going to do that, but probably could. Usually if it's small fertilizer, that'll actually make you spread further and put down more product. Can't believe it's past the middle of June already. Summer, first day of summer is today, right? I think. Yeah, first day of summer. So congratulations. That means it's all downhill to winter. Again, we usually get snow. I say November, but it can be October like last year. We had it early October. But it did go away. It stayed we had a couple of snows in October, and I have videos that I probably won't link up here. So if you go down and look at my other videos and not click the link that's not here, you could see last year where I blew snow. That was in October. And then it went away in November, and it was cold, but we had no snow for a lot of November, and then snow came and it didn't leave until, left early this year. I think end of March. we no longer had snow, but then April was cold. We just didn't get snow. But with the frost around here, frost coming out of the ground, everything's muddy, everything's wet. You can't do much during those times. So although in April I did start cutting trees. Okay, let's throw down some bananas. And again, I can't stress enough to you guys, N-Ext products from Green County Fertilizer, John Perry. If you guys chat with him, if you guys watch his videos, please support him, buy his product. I bought 5 gallons of 4 of his products. Yeah, I bought the Aerate, RGS, Humic, and Green Pop. Bought 5 gallons of each for that area and the side hill. Support him, support him. He doesn't just push his product. If it's not right for you, he's going to tell you, and he's going to tell you what to use. Hence this product, not a liquid. John Perry recommended. Not the specific brand or anything, but he told me what to use. So don't be afraid that, oh, I don't want to use him because he's just going to push me to his product. Not true. He's not going to do that. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's funny too. His videos are very entertaining, I find. But I think my sense of humor and his sense of humor may be a lot alike, which might not be everybody's cup of tea, as I find out in my life. So some people don't like my humor. A lot of times it's at not the appropriate time. You ever have something just click in your brain, like you're doing something like throwing down fertilizer and click? It's like, this is the second application I've done on this product, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, wait a minute, it's 0050 and I need 1 pound per 1,000 square feet, right? So 1 pound per 1,000 square feet. So you take the 1 and you divide it by 0.5. You come up with 2. So I realized I need 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So for my 54,000 square feet, I need 108 pounds. So I was close the last time, was coming up with 75. Well, not really close at all. Came up with 75 pounds last time. I'm gonna pop the spreader open just a little because I'll have 75 pounds down now, once this hopper's empty, which hopefully will be the rest of this area. So now I do know that I was a little bit light over there, but I'm gonna leave it. So I put down 1/2 pound of potassium instead of 1 pound. So I don't know, you go about and, oh yeah, blah blah blah, I need 1 pound, it's 50-pound bag. Well, you forget that really that's 50% potassium. 0050 is, that bag is 50% potassium. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, so that means I need to do 108 pounds, which is a little easier to calculate, to be honest, and a little bit easier to put out because I can calculate more. I can have the hopper open more, which allows the prills to go out more because they're so big, and it should be easier to do. Forget about everything that I ever taught you because it was all wrong. Not really, but this one was. I don't know why I was thinking it was 50 pounds per bag, because that would mean it's 100% bananas, and it's not. So it's 50% bananas. So 25 pounds of that 50-pound bag is potassium. So to put down 1 pound per 1,000 square feet, I need to double that, which is for 55,000 square feet is 108 pounds. So I'm going to finish putting this hopper out. Still boggles my mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm doing a little different than I normally do. I go down here, make my trim pass over to where we tore up the lawn last year. Again, I could post the link up here to that video, but I won't. And then I'm gonna do that area down there. That way when I run out of product, I don't have to go all the way down there. I know it doesn't, when you get tired, it's a long ways. So. Okay, so got out about 100 and I would say 5 to 10 pounds, which puts us right in the range. We know we're a little light over there and a touch light in this area. Remember at the end of it, this area was putting down a little heavy because it had moved. I didn't check it, so this is probably really good here. So I think we got it good. So it is now, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. I got a half hour. I should be able to, got a half hour, a little more. I'm gonna put out some fruit. The good thing about the Lebanon turf bags is it's a pro product. It's a commercial grade. So they do have like the commercial earthway even spread fertilizer settings on there, where when you buy Scott's and stuff, that usually is not on there because that's more of a commercial spreader. If memory serves me correctly, the prills are blue, bright blue. So I'm gonna set this to like 13, which will probably give me 0.4 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. It's a good thing I was talking to you guys, because I was thinking I'm gonna go do that side hill over there, which I'm doing with the liquids, because it's just habit. That's the first spot I go. So it used to be kind of a break for me to work outside, but yep. Bright blue, I believe that is the spray that they put on it for the slow release. I could be wrong. At about 0.4, 0.3 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. I just went this way with the mow lines. So there's spreader tracks in there. You could just follow them, it's easy to do, but I'm actually going to go this way now, just so that I can see, not be confused, not get confused with spreader tracks, and if I stop or whatever, I'll have new tracks to follow. So again, I'm going to do a perimeter pass. I'm going to do the perimeter pass the opposite way, just for no particular reason, because that's what I'm going to do. So, I don't know if you heard me, but you try to overlap it, you try to have it throw to your other tire track. So your tire track goes down there. When you go down for this path, you want it to hit that tire track. Again, you want to take the blower when you're done and blow off all the sidewalks and stuff. Not only for the staining, I've actually really never had staining issues, but for the dogs. Dogs seem to like fertilizer, so you can see it, the blue little pebbles on there, so I'll have to blow that off. At least our dogs seem to like fertilizer. Or even if you go light, some people like to do a crisscross pattern. So they'll put fert down this way, back and forth, do the whole area, then they'll come back this way and do the whole area. So if you want to put a pound down, you set your spreader to go a half a pound. So you put down a half pound this way, you put down a half pound that way, and then you have a whole pound down. It does give you better, more even coverage, just twice as much time. This channel, I don't know the purpose of this channel. As you can tell probably by my videos, I'm all over the map. It's just, you see this and you watch people do this, it's like, oh my gosh, look at their lawn, I have to do it that way. Is this the best looking lawn? No. Is it pretty good? Yeah. And a lot of those rules I don't follow, mainly because of time. I don't have time to put fertilizer down twice. I used to, before I had a family, no problem. If I spent 14 hours on a Saturday out here, I loved it. Now if I spend 4 hours on a Saturday, it's like I gotta get done. So because I want to spend time with my family. And so that's, I don't want to say that's the whole purpose of this channel, is just to say, hey, you can get yard work done without spending days upon doing it, because it still is a dedication, especially the low mow. I'm going to see how that works this summer. This is really my first summer doing it at 1 3/4 consistently. I can't mow lower. I can go to 1.5 inches with the mower that I have, but it's a 50-inch deck, and the lawn's just not level enough. It scalps too many spots. 1 3/4 is pretty good. So it's a lot of walking. You do get your steps in if you got a big yard. So okay, I'm going to finish this up, and then we're going to go hit down below. But really, this area is, I do the least amount of work on it, really, this section here, and it doesn't look bad. It's had absolutely no product on it besides water since May 12th, and we're June 19th, and that's what it looks like. That's the shortcut grass. This is 3-inch. That's 1 3/4. I know to you people that are mowing a 1/2 inch or lower, that's not shortcut, that's very long, but I don't have that luxury right now. Maybe at some point in the future. Pretty darn good too. Does have a touch of yellow to it. I don't know if that's from the sprinklers not being on, or if it's from the PGR that I put down. Or a combination of both. Could be a combination of both. It's so weird not to put the granular on this section or that side hill, because these are the first two sections. I usually start side hill here, down, work my way around, and then I'm done. But since this is getting liquid and that's getting liquid, I don't do those two areas anymore. Before I get that can in the garage, it's gonna blow. Because I know I don't need a full bag, but now if you were paying attention, you do see that this comes out. This one came out. It's a little bit lighter in color, so the other one probably did have a little moisture with it at some point, or got a touch humid or a touch damp or something. This came out a little bit lighter, so but I don't think any of that's going to affect the performance. It wasn't clumped together. Blah 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 blah. So I have 3 bags left, probably July 4th weekend or the weekend after. I'll probably put the other 2 bags out on the lawn again, because I'm doing half rate. So, and just so that you know, this is the same weekend that I did the bananas, the potassium, but as you see, I'm putting it down a different direction, just for ease of doing it for me, just in case I get off track. I can go back and look to see where my tire tracks were. So this time, I'm going to follow the low stripes this way. Got that done. That is fertilized. All ready to rock. Right here, it's kind of gets a little darker. One of the reasons that is cut at 3 inches versus 1 3/4 inches. So eventually, when I get here with the liquids, because I don't have them dialed in yet, my first year doing it. I already have a question out to John. I just sent him yesterday. I'm not sure how often I can do the RGS, the aerate, and the humic. Is that every 2 weeks I can do that? I don't know. So I have a question into him. I'll find that out, because that could be due for another. Okay, it's been a really productive day actually. Got the whole yard mowed. I got bananas, potassium throwing down on the whole yard, and I did granular on the 4 sections. 1, 2, 3 sections that we're doing granular. The liquids are side hill and here, which we already did last week and this week. Didn't do this weekend. So I'll see you guys later. Again, thank you for everything. Appreciate everything you guys do. All your comments, please keep them coming. Your questions, don't be afraid to ask a question. I do get some PMs. I think people are afraid to ask them. I've said this before, but post them down below. You can PM me still, but I'd prefer if you post them down below. Mainly because if you're having that question, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be 100 other people just like you with that question. So just post it down below. I'll get you an answer if I know it. If not, I'll make something up to make it sound good. I'll let you know that it was made up, but slight breeze, but it's only supposed to get 70 today, but I would bet it's probably 70. I'm just hot. I don't know if it's humid or what. I haven't checked the weather. So I got about 10 pounds left in there. In the spreader. I'm gonna go spread that on the edge of the road. I'm not gonna film that, but on the edge of the road out there and going that way. So appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. All the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Have a great day tomorrow. Enjoy it. It's supposed to rain here starting at like noon tomorrow. Luckily, I won't have any work in the yard to do. I do want to spray weeds and stuff yet, but I'm not going to do that tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll get the pastures mowed. If I think of it, and I remember this time, I'll take the tripod out there. Using my in-laws, outlaws, skag mower to mow out there. It's pretty fun. So, yeah. I'll try to take you guys with this time. Last time I forgot my tripod. So, thank you guys again. Appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, ding dong, so you get notified every time we put some out there, you know. It's super entertaining. So, if you can't fall asleep at night, turn on my channel. Out within a minute. Teddy's doing his portion of watering the lawn.